What's up, bosses? I'm JoeMan543. Welcome to the stream tonight. It's Friday, and took a poll in my Discord. People want to see Kerbal Space Program 2. Specifically, we're going to go to Dres and get as close to that ring as we can. See how close to touching that ring we can get. Anyway, how y'all doing tonight? It's dead middle of summer. Like, it's hot outside, man. Glad the AC in my house works. Computer heats up the room, and I know it's hot. I mean bright. I'm working on getting something for that. But let me welcome everyone that's here at the start of the stream. Welcome to DGC Pictures Entertainment. Hi, Joe Man. Hi, DGC. Good to see ya. All right, that's everyone so far, but perhaps more will join. In any case, let's get on to it. Open up Kerbal Space Program 2 here. And here we go. Excuse me. Joe, I'm gonna sneeze again. Joe, you're looking like a young Robert Downey Jr. Nice beard. Thank you. I think I'm adopting this beard style. I think it's gonna stick around. Sorry if I'm playing with the microphone too much. I'm just getting in the right spot. Yeah. I don't know. Just I feel like it looks good on me. My mustache and beard don't quite connect, so it's not actually a goatee. Anyway, I've clearly played this plenty, but let's see. I could open up my thorough science one. I've done everything in that, but I haven't touched Dres in that one. Yeah, we'll load that one up. I mean, I could do a sandbox mode, but finished career mode is basically the same as sandbox mode. Alright. Yeah, apparently, Kerbal Space Program just received an update. And there's still no word on whether Kerbal Space Program 2 is actually canceled. Obviously, all the hints and all that don't look great. But there hasn't actually been anything said on that. Nothing on the official channels. Alright, so we want to go touch Dres Ring. So I want to make what I call a space plane, and then I'll have it attached to a space station. Not like a something you take up into orbit, but just looks like a space fighter, I guess. And then we'll attach it to a rocket and a station and all that fun stuff. So what do you need in a space plane? Well, you're gonna need some fuel. We're gonna need some good control with that there. Gonna need a little rocket thing there. 3,000 meters per second is more than we could ever need. We're gonna put some wings on here, but we're gonna make them a little different than what you might expect. We will be designing for a few minutes here, but that's okay. So they're gonna be kind of stubby wings here, angled back, and then we're gonna put some lights on these wings. Can you put lights on wings? Looks like you can. Okay. Because we need to look at whatever we're going out here to see. Not quite what you'd expect to see on a plane, but kind of using it as attachment points. Hopefully it works out well. Let's see. We could bring like an orbital thing. No, that's more of a station kind of thing. Put that on the station. We'll want some sort of communication situation. It's a great thing to put on the wing. Put that there. Extend it and rotate it where I want it to be. Oops. Missed Kerbal Space Program 1. Oh, hold on. That's anchor, right? Yeah. Anchor back on you. In Kerbal Space Program 1, you press 3, and that's rotate. Hold on. Hold on, I've messed it up. It's okay. Yeah, 3 would rotate, but now they combine, rotate, and move all into 1. All right. Good. Hide those away. I will have some landing gear, so I can actually go land on Dres if I really want to. But obviously, not really required. This thing's not intended for atmosphere. Although it'd probably handle it fine. Okay, put some legs there. Tuck this one up in here. Just right up there in the cockpit. No, I think we can put that down a little bit out of the cockpit. Just barely in there. Ah, that means those have to come down, though. Alright, fine. We're invading the cockpit. Hopefully, Valentina or whoever can work around that obstruction. Still in shock that Intercept was shut down last month. Surprised they put out an update during this time, though. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, it was shut down, but it's not totally at an end. KSP2 is not totally done because there's an update. Now, it's not a big update. We'll get to some of the improvements. I have played a little bit and seen some of them, and I do actually like the improvements they've made. But, yeah, you'd think, you know, that if they were totally shut down, that there would just be nothing. And that is not exactly the case. Alright, here's my little plane. Oh, solar. We need solar, too. My little plane for looking around Dres Ring. Let's see, that will interfere a little bit. We could do 4. That's way more power than I actually need. Here's an idea. Put them... Do I want to put them out on the side? Looks kind of janky, if I'm being honest here. Maybe I can bring them in and forward. So if I have everything extended, imagine... Oh yeah, I can turn the light on right here. Oh, but I got some lights on the wing here that I can't really see very well. Oh, it turns all the lights on. That's nice. Yeah, this looks more like an investigative space thing rather than a air kind of thing. And that's what I was going for. That's good. Honestly, if I've got those, maybe I'll put these out on the wingtips. Okay. And then I want a little something looking backward here. What do we got to work with? Can I attach this to the wing? Attach it to the engine? I have gone back and forth between KSP1 and KSP2 recently. And I gotta say, there are a few things I like more about KSP2. KSP1 obviously still overall wins, but the fact that it's not just a hands down for me does say something about the quality of KSP2. Alright, well, I like my little thing that I got going here. I don't know if it's ugly or not, but I kind of like it. Oh yeah, let's drop the gear. Hold on. It's up in the cockpit. I can't get to it. Well, that's okay, because it's just going to not be extended for a while. I can put all these things down. Okay. Is there any science we want to put on here? I don't want to put a lot of stuff, but... Let's see. Gonna get a little asymmetrical here. I wish there was a button like in KSP1 you could see like the range of how that moves. Don't have that though. Gonna tuck this one in a bit. Actually tuck that in a little bit too. There's no atmosphere we got to worry about. I'm not going to do the radiation. Yeah, I think I'm satisfied with that for my little plane, space plane thingy. Oh, if we do want it to actually be atmospheric capable, though, yeah, we'll just, that's a little small. Add these onto here. It's kind of big, though. Can I just get like a little more? There we go. That's one thing I do like about KSP2. I need just a little more wing. I got a little more wing. All right. So we can actually go test this real quick. So let's do that. Hartford, by the way, welcome to the stream. Joe! Or Joey. I don't know. You add a lot of E's on the end of that. All right. I got a lot of stuff on here. But let's see if I can actually fly this thing. Like I said, not meant for atmosphere, but it's capable. Not a great thrust-weight ratio in atmosphere, but it's working. I wish Take-Two revealed the plans for the game, because I'm pretty sure they still own the rights to KSP. I wonder if they'll move it to a new company or just sell the game altogether. I mean, that's kind of the problem. They've been so... What's the opposite of transparent? Opaque? They have not been clear about a lot of things. They've been very secretive. Which certainly doesn't help the situation. I've got my wheels way too far back, which is why I can't really pull up very easily. Get off the ground. Again, wheels far back is not helpful. Alright. So obviously this thing does fly if we really want it to. Just not great. Yeah, imagine we're coming in, you know, from space, coming to land. It kind... Oh, well, Bill survived, so that's good. And not the best thing. Alright. Just gonna blow my nose real quick. Sorry about this. There's your loading screen nose blowing. Alright, what's the actual, like, mass and all that here? That's actually pretty normal. But I think this is just meant for a higher speed with these wings. Anyway, it's meant for space, not ground. So, that's okay. So we saw that. Now, let's stick a rocket underneath this thing. Let's actually give it a name. You know what? Post in chat what you think we should name this thing. Again, it's going to touch the Ring of Dres. This will be the main thing, but we need to put a little science station below it. Let's see, we're kind of in airplane mode at the moment. We're probably going to still think we're in airplane mode for a little while here. Matt Lown has a lot of great points on how they've been selective the whole time. Shadow Zone also made a great video. Yeah, I saw it. On the history of KSP2, which shows how secretive they were. Yeah, and the fact that they didn't use, like, anyone from KSP1, kind of a weird thing. It's really secretive and just really weird. Alright, so for this science station, we're going to have ourselves a star lab. And put a little more fuel with this thing. Slap our engine on the bottom. Putting everything upside down. Let's see. So 3,000 meters per second. Yeah, that'll be good for getting us out to Dres. Now, our lab here needs some things. It's going to need some good communication. And these guys are kind of big. But I think that'll be okay. We're going to rotate them a bit. Maybe in like an aerodynamic fashion, if that's even a thing for satellite dishes. You can call your ship the Dres Dwarf Explorer. That's an option. Is Dres a dwarf? It's basically the size of the mun, right? Let's put some lights on this thing too. They do have, yeah, they do have a light button, which is one thing I do like about KSP2. Just there's a few automatic groups that they have, and the light button is one of them. Actually, oh, that must be like a hatch that opens or something. Well, I guess I won't put lights down there. Put lights in here. All right, this thing's gonna look dope. So we got communication. We do need electricity. Let's give it some big fat, these things. Hold on. Yeah, seems about right. Alright, very good. You need something to, like, steer with. Give it a little, that. I do wish it was easier to move around in the VAB without being anchored to stuff. That is one minor annoyance. Alright, and you're going to need a battery. And you're probably going to want to be able to control this thing, but... well, yeah, small is probably good enough. Oops. Alright. That should be about it. Are there any science things I want to attach? Let's see. Radiation. Radiation and mini-lab. Except mini-lab... These just do the same thing, right? Just one's automated? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do the same thing. Okay. So... I guess radiation survey is the only thing to really put onto this. We're just gonna skip radiation survey. Feels weird to just add one thing. Alright, well there is our station. And gotta separate everything here. Good, still almost 3,000 meters per second on that. And again, the plane up here also has like plenty. Enough to get back to Kerbin, I think. We'll find out when that time comes. Okay. Now we gotta actually get this thing out there. Alright, where is our adapter? It's gonna put a big fat fuel tank on the bottom of this thing. Put some batteries on this as well, just because I know it'll need it. All right. Mammoth. It's a heavy boy. Can I get away with using just the Rhino? Will that lift this thing off? No, the Rhino will not. That was about 3,700 meters per second. How about you? 3,400, but it lifts off better. Yeah, that's worth it. That'll get us to yeah, that'll probably get us to orbit. And then we've got our transfer stage. I just want to make sure. I want to make sure we have enough for the transfer. I'm just going to add more fuel to our lab here. Obviously, too much fuel is not helpful, but yeah, now it's 3,500 instead of 2,600. Makes me feel better. All right, 9,000 meters per second. Let's make it more accurate. Your atmosphere, and we can add a couple boosters on the side. Now they did some fixing with wobbliness of rockets, and we're gonna test that because, I mean, we might as well name this thing the Wobblemeister. It's pretty tall. Oh, and there's some aerodynamics that'll be going on up there too. I think I need to play KSP2 more. KSP more. It's probably my favorite game. and I watch many hours of videos on it, but I have like 100 hours of KSP1 on Steam and 20 on KSP2. Yeah, I've got a lot more hours than that. I mean, not enough to brag or anything. There's certainly people with a whole lot more than I have. Alright, we'll put you together. That's just a little help to get it off the launch pad. Alright, I do know that radial stuff needs struts. That is a given. Okay, and then need some aerodynamics down here. We'll just, we'll put some reasonably large wing thingies down here. Counteract what's up there. How are we looking? Looking pretty dang good. Alright, and Kerbals. Kerbals. Alright, who gets to fly? I'm going to Valentina fly. And this station is actually probably going to stay out there, so I'm going to put some nobodies out in my station. There we go. Valentina will fly back, but everything else is not flying back. I think we have enough here. Alright, let's see. I guess Dres Dwarf Explorer is what we're naming it. If I can spell. Great. Okay. You ever watch Scott Manley and hear him say Explorer, but it sounds like he says Exploder? Like every time I hear him say that, that's what I think of. Alright, the last thing is we need to go to the tracking station, but for some reason we can't go there directly. So, gotta go through one of the other facilities to get to the tracking station. We need to get lined up with Dres. Oh, look at that. Got some junk coming in. I don't think I have any unfinished missions out and about. That's just more junk. Apparently I have Eve on my radar. I have been working on an Eve ship. That's the 10 Kerbals to Eve and back is one mission I have not completed. It's dang hard, man. Alright, that looks about right for Dres. Okay, let's launch in the daytime. Give me some sun, man. Alright, here we go. Let's launch this thing. Alright, last thing. We're going to rotate that way. Alright. I haven't watched many of Scott's videos in forever. I do follow him on Twitter. And I've seen that he got his pilot's license and stuff, so that's good for him. I think that's so cool. I wish I could fly planes. It's dang expensive to get into, though. There's no such thing as a cheap plane. Oops. That's not where I meant to be. Alright, well, we'll launch from here, I guess. Alright. Oh, no, I don't even have Kerbals. What happened? Dang it, Bill. Alright, we're doing our test flight, everybody. We're doing our test flight. Just to see if this thing can, like, I guess land in, coming in from orbit or something. Seems to launch just fine. Definitely not a wobbly rocket. I have these struts on the side, but that's it. So we're looking good so far. I'm seeing some of these, I don't know, aerodynamic lines coming off the top here. Not surprised to see that. I got wing up there. To our somewhat gentle turn. You can only be so gentle on a keyboard. I guess I'm covering the staging a bit, aren't I? Maybe I can hide myself. I'll hide myself for the mission. Oops, sorry. Alright, I'm gone now. Now you can see down here. Almost done with those solid boosters. We've got plenty left in the tank for the tank. And bye, boosters. I always fear that they're gonna just tap the ship just a little bit, and then the whole thing blows up. Because I've had that happen. The game looks like it's running smoother than before. Oh yeah, performance is honestly pretty good. it certainly has optimizations that could still happen. Don't get me wrong there. But it's not the hot pile of garbage it was released as. Yeah. Man, that release version, so much, well, so much garbage. Now we're gonna aim for 100 kilometers here. All right. Again, this is just the test flight. When you time warp close to the ground, it does struggle. I should say, when you physics time warp. So it's still calculating physics. KSP-1's a lot better in this area, for sure. Once we're out of atmosphere, we can go to non-physics time warp. There we go. All right. Now let's make this thing orbital. And yeah, this tank's not quite gonna make it orbital. We're gonna have to use some of our lab ship thing. About 2,200 meters per second is orbit. So we're almost there. Obviously this engine's not nearly as powerful, but yeah, I do like that you can keep your engine running in non-physics time warp, especially for ion engines. Huge time save. Alright, I want to get this to orbit and kind of see what the lab has for Delta V. It's probably about 2,000 meters per second or so to get to Dres, and then we got to slow down when we get there. So, yeah. Alright, if I were to go to Dres, how are we looking? Again, test flight, we're not actually going there, but I want to see how we're looking. So, all the Delta V to get out there. We can line this up a little bit more with our orbital line. Alright. And target. Let's see. Yes, we'd miss Dres a little bit there. I think we can fix that though. So if we drag this around here, no, drag it the other direction. Okay. Kind of rough numbers here, but about 1,600 meters per second, maybe 1,700. Just getting our numbers for Dres. Alright, that gets us close-ish at like 1,700 or so meters per second. Then once we're out there, we might have to make some adjustments. Yeah, those are more or less lined up, so once we're out there, I have to make an adjustment. So probably 2,000 meters per second or so to get there, and then we'll need some Delta V to slow down. I think the lab will be enough for that, just get there and slow down. So that's good. Now, with that in mind, I don't see why I can't just leave this lab in orbit if this is a successful mission here. Obviously, I've got other stuff in orbit, and I've already done the science for this. But, that said, put out our solar panels. Disconnect here. If I ever need a lab, I guess there's one. And yeah, this thing, let's turn on the engine here. Yeah, if I want to, I don't know, look at stuff. Let's see. Do I have my lights on? There we go. If I want to look at stuff, I certainly can. I guess RCS probably would have been helpful here too. Off to the side here, and do I need more lights? I mean, it is daytime. I think it's good enough for getting a good look at stuff. It's very maneuverable with my reaction wheel there. So that's nice. Alright, let's cancel out our relative velocity here. If I can. I'm just estimating my movement, really. Alright. Oh yeah, and in Time Warp, I'm pretty sure I phased through it. Yeah. So, I want to try and land this thing now. Again, test flight. Alright. We got way more delta V than we need. I'll do my descent, or what do you call it, burn? My re-entry burn? No, that's not really right either. My deorbit, that's it. Alright, so I should... Well, I am 190 kilometers up. I always got to kind of estimate how high a spot is. If I could see the height on my thing in the bubble, that'd be amazing. Alright. Let's re-enter the atmosphere and see how well this goes for us. Again, 4 times time warp is actually not great. Turn off our lights, because we don't got a lot of battery on this thing. Maybe I should add batteries. Yeah, we'll see. Well, we're fairly well lined up with Kerbal Space Center. Maybe we're just a tad bit south, but we got everything we need to adjust for that. These lights are going to be very not aerodynamic. I don't know how bad that will be, but it might be bad. Yeah, we'll see. We will see. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, down here, if you have Time Warp on, they tell you Time Warp is active. Honestly, there's been a lot of times I didn't even notice I had Time Warp going, and I couldn't do my staging or whatever. And it's a very nice thing to see, actually. Okay. Let's see if I can do a little bit of starship maneuver here. I don't have heat shields or anything like that on the bottom, but we'll see how. Oh yeah, I should turn that off. We'll see how well this works. Probably gonna run out of battery. I could turn the engine on. You know what? I'm gonna flip this sucker around here. That way, I wind up going further down in the atmosphere. I mean, when you're re-entering, are lights really even important? No. Re-entry has pretty much just been like, how should I say? It's been leave it to fate, pretty much. Like, you got a heat shield on your I don't know, capsule, whatever, and hopefully it holds up. Like, look at the Apollo days or something like that. They got their heat shield. Hopefully everything works out. Like, there's no control on re-entry. As far as I'm aware, Starship is the first and only vessel to return from orbit. Technically not orbit, but I mean, they call it orbit. First and only vessel to return from orbit. Oh, forgot. This engine is basically my power source right now. Return from orbit, being able to control the descent the whole entire time. Ah, I lost the light. I lost both lights. I'm close to losing the other stuff too. Thing's not quite meant for re-entry, but anyway. Yeah, Starship's like the first and only thing to ever be able to control re-entry like the whole time during plasma and everything. Yeah. Alright. So, we lost a couple lights, but minus that, re-entry is going pretty well. I gotta keep this engine on just a tiny bit for the electrical charge. I gotta keep it on a little bit more. Yeah. Actually, maybe I gotta have it on a lot. This thing doesn't want to nose up, and I know it's because the controls are way far back. But I still think I can land this. I have to actually be going pretty fast to have reasonable control. Speaking of Starship, I wonder if they'll catch the lower stage with the Tower next launch. I think they could honestly do it if they wanted. Yeah, Elon said that's the plan. You know, we'll see what happens. Excitement guaranteed. Okay. Engine off. Let's see how good my landing skills here. I know I'm in the grass. Come on. But, okay, brakes. Brakes. Don't spin around, my little plane. Brakes, brakes. Brakes are very strong in KSP2. Here, I have an idea. Reduce your brake power. Now I can hold brakes. There we go, so it doesn't, like, flip forward. Well... yeah, there we go. Oh, hold on. I watched this in a Scott Manley video once. All that matters is how close you are to the center of the runway after landing. Okay. Well, we put a lab in orbit, and we landed... we landed perfectly centered on the runway. So, mission accomplished. One other thing I do like, they have this recoverable option here. So instead of menu and recover, which is right next to revert to VAB, you have recover and then that. I do like that a lot. Alright, mission fully successful. The only thing I would change... excuse me. The only thing I'd change is boosters. And I know that's like the mantra of KSP. More boosters, more boosters, more boosters. Yeah. For real, though. This thing didn't quite get us to orbit, so I had to use some of what was in there, in the lab section. So I'm going to add some more boosters here. I don't want too much, because I want to avoid space debris if I can. Alright. Always gotta connect these suckers. I always connect the radial attachments, because all too often they have a lot of thrust and then they like tilt inward, and it's really annoying. Now those alone will actually lift this thing, but I'm still gonna combine these stages. And I'll throttle down the liquid fuel engine for a bit. Let's see, why is it saying... okay, staging is correct. Oh yeah, I'm just going to add some batteries to this. It'll add almost no weight, but it'll be well worth it. I don't know. Just add it like right back here. There we go. Yeah, I think those batteries are well worth having. And these lights, like, I don't know. There's nothing I can really do to make them survive re-entry better. Alright, well, I think we've got a good Dres thing here, so let's actually do the mission. Test was successful, minor modifications. We're going to launch from a launch pad, not runway. And let's go. Let's go touch Dres Ring. Oh, forgot my Kerbals. Let's go grab the right Kerbals here. We're just going to put Valentina in the pilot seat, and everyone else can live in the lab for the rest of eternity. This lab's not coming back, so... Alright, Bill, get out of here. You... Alright. Let's launch. I hope I don't go too fast and break these things. That can happen with these solid rocket boosters. Alright, looking good. All ready to go live at Dres? Except for Valentina. Hopefully I can bring her back successfully. Yeah, I think Dres is a very underrated planet of Kerbal Space Program. Got a lot of great science there. I've made a spreadsheet, and I can actually show you. I've made a spreadsheet, and it's like the most worth place going in all of Kerbal Space solar system. Kerbal system. It's the most worth place going. Tons of science, low gravity, so it's easy to move around. It's not that far away, like, you know, it's further than Duna, but not as far as a couple other places. Alright, just having a little trouble managing the aerodynamics here. It's trying to pull me over. Alright, we're finally a bit out of the atmosphere, so it's not taking too much control here. Got some heating going on those dishes there. I think it'll be fine though, because we're getting pretty up here in the atmosphere. Not quite so much atmosphere to hit the dishes anymore. Alright, turn off my liquid fuel engine. These suckers will get me up pretty high. Alright, you guys get out of here. What planet or planets were you looking forward to an interplanetary update? I don't remember them very well. I think there were 2 twin planets that were like really lava-y or something. Honestly, I think the interplanetary, interstellar thing was cool, but if I'm being honest, it was not what I was looking forward to most. I was actually looking forward to multiplayer more than anything. Just the idea of making Mario Kart in this game. Except you have to build your kart. Can you imagine? It's not just driving skill, it's an engineering skill thing as well. And I know it's not the first game to introduce that kind of idea, but I still think it's a really cool idea. Like, you know, build your own kart and then we'll see who can go around, I don't know, the VAB the fastest or something. Yeah, I was really looking forward to multiplayer. Behind that, colonies. Because, let's be honest, visiting Jewel is such a pain. Just waiting for everything to line up and all that. And if you could set up a colony on Pole or one of the lower gravity moons around Jewel, you just live there. Like, it's so much stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I think Colony was gonna be the next update too. If I remember right from, I think the Shadow Zones video, they were actually getting kind of close to Colonies working. Like, they could have had it in a few weeks of work. But, well, that's just a rumor. But yeah, things didn't quite go that way. Alright, so I've got some extra Delta V here. That's okay, because this will stay around Kerbin. I just won't have junk going around the whole system. Won't be orbiting Kerbal. Like this one thing I have is. Alright. Looks about far enough out. Dres, how are we looking here? Okay. Gotta modify this a little bit. I know we'll have to do a correction burn out there as well, but let's see how well we can line this up. Let's see, we got to make it a little earlier. A little more delta V. I didn't line this up like that well, but line it up well enough. So 1700 meters per second. It's like 1500 from my science stage. Looking good to me. All right, let's point in the right direction here. And get our solar panels out. Good, good. I will say the whole engineering and then finding out if it works thing, it is really what I love about Kerbal Space Program. There's a lot of fun stuff, but making something and then it works, it is very satisfying. Ever since they showed the colony on Merble's surface, is that what it is? Merble's surface in the first trailer. I was so excited for it. I was wondering how it was going to work. I think I remember the saying in an AMA that they played it before or had a playable version. I wouldn't be surprised if they had some beta version of their colonies thing. Obviously not enough to release to the public, but I wouldn't be surprised about that. Yeah, I think the first thing, or the thing that caught my attention most, that just made my jaw drop, it was actually Val flying a space plane or something through like an asteroid field. That just made my jaw drop more than anything else. It's probably not even that hard to make compared to a lot of the other features. But yeah, the idea of flying through an asteroid field, I thought that was absolutely amazing. I'd love to see something like that. I haven't seen any mods that make that happen, and I understand the difficulty with having a lot of those sorts of things. There's, you know, kind of like a Kerbal Space Program technical version of Kessler syndrome. But yeah. So we got a 5-minute burn here. In Kerbal Space Program 1, you can go 4 times time warp. But in this one, you know, we can get quite the time warp going with the engine going. Something great about Kerbal Space Program too. Alright, we're getting close to where we want to be. Slow down a bit. Almost there. Alright. And then we have to exit Kerbin's sphere of influence before we can do anything else. But 2,000 meters per second on our way out here. Looking pretty good. Merble was the planet of Glumo. That must be the other sun, which I always thought looked amazing. Glumo looked like Saturn, but at the size. Do you mean it was a moon of Glumo? I don't know. Looked like Saturn, but at the size or even larger than of Jupiter. That sounds humongous for a planet, for sure. All right, so we got a helpful line out here. Help us intersect with Dres. So there's 2 ways we can do this. We can do it like that, or we can actually drag this back. And we're getting even closer. And we can do it about here. Let's see. We'll have to fine-tune this a little bit. Yeah, it might actually be more worth it to do it out here. Put it right there. So that gets us on the right line there. Nope. Nope, not that. I didn't get quite the perfect launch window. So we gotta compensate a bit here. Fortunately, this is taking barely any delta V. These are actually pretty fine adjustments I'm making here. Alright, now we're getting close to Dres. Final adjustments. And again, I want to touch Dres Ring. See that ring? I want to touch it. So once we're there, we'll have to do some fine tuning as well. But if I go close, we're gonna be coming in here so fast. If I go close, I can use what do you call it? I can use the Oberth effect more if I'm closer to the planet. I want to be closer to the equator. Yeah, I'll have to fix a few things once I'm there, but looks good enough to me. You can skip on ahead. Looking great. One thing I like about Kerbal Space Program 1 is it ramps down the time warp. This one it stopped early, so then I got time warp again. And then I might have to time warp one more time to actually get close. Merble was a moon, not a planet. Whoops. Okay, that's what I thought. Honestly, sometimes when I'm at Jewel, like, the moons there are planet-sized. Like, I'm pretty sure Tylo is the same size as Kerbin, because it takes about the same delta V to reach orbit, minus that Kerbin is, how do you say? Kerbin has an atmosphere. But yeah, so landing on Tylo is actually harder than landing on Kerbin because of the lack of atmosphere on Tylo. All right, taking our ship here, getting ready to go to Dres. Final burn, hopefully. Save before we do that. All right, ready, set, burn. Gonna be somewhat of a long burn, so we can time warp this one. Again, this is a feature that I do like about KSP2. You can time warp your burns, and it, especially with ion engines, more than anything else. I remember in Kerbal Space Program 1 using ion engines once. And let me focus here. Oh, there it is. Alright, so yeah, we'll still have to do a little bit more correction here, but that's closer. I remember doing a correction burn once. No, not a correction burn, an ion engine burn. And I think it predicted like 2 hours in-game time. And so So I made the maneuver node, whatever, and got that burn going. But I set it on 4 times time warp because that's the best you can do in KSP1. I didn't have any mods. And, you know, came back a half hour later and the burn was finally done. A little ridiculous, I know, but it's one thing that KSP2 is just better at. There's no other way I can define it. It's just better. These look like big moves, but this is like 3 meters per second. It's nothing. I'm hoping I have enough when I get to Dres. We'll find out. Alright. Minor adjustment. Hey, Natajelo, welcome to the stream. We're going to go to Dres. We're going to touch that ring. I hope I'm not coming in too fast, coming through Dres. I can't set a second maneuver node. That is something you can do in KSP1, not KSP2. Alright. Let's see this minor burn happen here. I don't want to overshoot this because then I got to make another burn. Be a little annoying. Ah, I overshot it. That's okay. Once we are within the sphere of influence, we can fix that with only a few meters per second. All right, let's actually go to Dres. Here we go. Poor Kerbal's sitting in darkness. I wonder if the colonies update was going to have, like, orbital colonies or if it's just ground-based. Definitely something I'd be interested to see. I mean, it's possible KSP2's not dead. It's just, it really doesn't look good. Alright, let's go radial out here. Well, it'll take me a moment to flip around. I guess we can look at the craft while we're at it. Oh yeah, let's turn on lights. Kind of didn't do that before. I've got a few lights here and there. Looks kind of cool, I suppose. Alright, now let's not hit the planet. I think that took like 1 meter per second, which is great. I want to be about that far out. Now, let's find out how much it takes to slow down. I think it's going to be a lot. I hope we have enough. Oh, man. Oh, man. I knew it was going to be a lot, but dang, man. Okay. So that's more than it has, unless we share fuel. It's okay. We can share fuel. Let's get that out to the ring. Okay, and then we can make some adjustments as needed. Yeah, I knew I was coming in fast here. A little faster than I expected. It's okay. We can, if I can click just right here, put some crossfeed on here, and suddenly we have enough. And then I'll transfer fuel as needed. An orbital colony would be so cool. I have zero idea if there's even a mod for KSP1 that does that. Yeah, I mean, you'd obviously have to set up, like, resupply stuff. You can't... If it's orbiting, it's literally not touching anything that it could mine. But at some point, when does your space station become an orbital colony, right? Eventually, it's just a colony that's in orbit. So... I've tried to make things like that in KSP1 and KSP2, but... I mean, there's just too many parts. So the makers of the game would have to make something to deal with that. Now, I think the easiest way is just take this. This is one part. I know I'm probably oversimplifying. I haven't made a game. Not a complicated one, anyway. I made basic, doesn't matter kind of games. Yeah. But I think just, you know, make this one part, and or maybe you could like separate it by docking ports or stage rings or something like that. You know, so instead of like if I've got a separator right here, we'll say 2 parts, right? That way it's always ready to separate the parts. Yeah. All right. Almost captured. Okay. That's good enough. Now, let's put fuel where it needs to be. Yeah, it just burned from everywhere, so we need to put everything into this one. Awesome. Still mostly full. That's probably like over 2,000 meters per second. We'll find out once we separate. That said, some Kerbals are about to become permanent residents of Dres. So, All right. 2,300. Now, let's find out real quick. Would 2,300 meters per second be enough to head back to Kerbin? That's what 300 looks like. I need to know how much I'm going to need to go back. Alright. 1,400. So we've got, maybe let's say 800 meters per second that we can use on our exploration here. I mean, we probably don't even need that much. But, yeah. So we need to get our orbit fixed a little bit here, so that we can actually get nice and close to the ring. I've already done all the science around here, so that's why you haven't been seeing it light up. This is like this is my game where I've done everything. It's that kind of thing. So we're gonna try and use the ring here. I know the ring is probably just like two-dimensional, like you literally can't touch it. But I want to get as dang close as I can. We'll need to correct our orbit a little bit. All right. Oops. Dang it. I left time warp on too long. That's okay. We can still get closer. Oh, guess I gotta turn the engine on. Man, what a sight. But yeah, what I'm trying to do here, if this was like actual asteroids and stuff around Dres, this is exactly the thing from the trailer that made my jaw drop. If I could, you know, go in amongst the everything in there, that's what would be amazing. If I set you as... No, you're already my target. Okay. Yeah, KSP1 had like orbital info to help you line these things up. This doesn't. Alright, the other thing to do is get this out by the ring. I want to, like, be in the ring. I need to save about 1,600 meters per second. I should be fine. Imagine putting an actual asteroid belt around a planet would be very heavy on performance. Yeah, so, like, I don't know. I don't know how to solve that problem. I just know it would be amazing if they did. Okay. Well, I think this will get me pretty dang close in here. We're going in. Oh, hold on. Oh, that looks so cool. Oh, looks so cool, man. I know it's just 2D stuff. Wait a second. Wait a second. There's oh my goodness. They actually did it. I don't know if I can collide with these things. There are actually asteroids in this thing. Holy crap. Watch, my thing's just gonna blow up as it hits. Like, okay, I'm still going way too fast. Oh, I'm probably orbiting the wrong direction. But yeah, look at that. There's literally asteroids in here. I thought it was just a flat 2D thing. I'm passing them at an incredible speed. I can't believe this. I thought it was fake. Okay. Let's try and correct. I'm orbiting the wrong dang direction though, right? Like, based on the speed that these things are going. Man, this is insane. Hold on, hold on. Alright, I'm gonna waste some Delta V. Look, I gotta get in with these asteroids here, okay? Dream come true right here. These are probably not collidable. Honestly, they seem like they're still passing by at the same speed, despite... Are they slowing down? I feel like they're still going the same speed. I have now changed my orbit exactly the opposite direction. Oh, can you catch up with them? Is the next question. Can I zero out my velocity relative to these guys? I'm now going the opposite direction, the same speed, but you can't match their speed. It must be just like a permanent kind of thing. Because yeah, I've just gone like 500 meters per second the opposite direction. They're still... Oh, that's so cool though. I'm literally in the asteroid belt around Dres. Guys, we did it. We touched the belt around Dres, the ring around Dres. There's cloud particles, there's asteroids. Like, just let me match their speed. That's all I want. Yeah, I've clearly gone... I've gone too far. I'm gonna have to probably revert my save. Well, we got our lights on. We got exploration mode. We don't have a hotkey for communication dishes. Do we have everything deployed though? And we got our science things. It's not like we can actually... Where'd they go? Oh, wait. Where's... Okay, some lighting changes happened, I think. Hold on, we might have gone too far. I can't believe this ring is actually real asteroids. So cool. I don't know why the colors have all changed now, but... Man, I am in the ring. Oh yeah, one just went right through me. Just looked at another video, and it seems like the asteroids move the same speed no matter at which... Yeah. So you can never actually zero out your velocity relative to them. Oh, it's so cool, though. Alright, Valentina. Hold on. Did you just flip around? What the heck? Did Valentina get hit by an asteroid? Coming by so fast, like... I can't really plan for trying to get hit by one. Hold on, hold on. I'm gonna stand on this. Stand on this thing. There we go. Oops, sorry. Click on a different screen. Like, oh man. Look at that. Oh, look at that, man. And here I thought KSP2 was done. This isn't even a big thing from a technical perspective, probably. But man, my jaw is dropped. That's cool. I don't think these lights actually do anything, because look, Valentina's like evenly lit. Alright, Valentina. Time to go home. Some guy on YouTube just a year ago went to the ring on Dres, and the asteroids weren't even there, so they must be somewhat new. Really? Okay, so some attention was given to Dres at some point. Man, I need like a screensaver of this right here. Man. Hold on, let's flip the plane around. Nope. Let's flip the plane around and get just like a little better view here. Seem to have lost the asteroids. Oh, where'd they go, man? Will they come back if I get Valentina out here? Oh, the asteroids are gone. The heck, man? I was gonna get my epic background. Oh, well. Oh. So much fun here with the asteroids, apparently. Now, if I time warp... Oh! Okay, that's why. I'm going too far out. Alright. Yeah, get me back in the ring, man. Put me back in the ring, coach. Alright, we can go around back to the periapsis. Round this orbit out. I will be quick saving to go back to Kerbin, because trying to match the speed of these rings didn't quite work out for me. They should be going the direction of the planet. They're not. Are we in the asteroids? Yeah, we are! Clouds and everything, man. Okay. Let's get exactly lined up with these. So cool. You're probably always there. Okay. You do have to be pretty close, which makes sense. Hold on. Flip this thing around just right. Okay. We're gonna get a cool shot right here. It's gonna look cool. Get Valentina a little bit more forward here. Let's see, have her turn this way. Oh, yeah. Let's see if I... Yeah, there we go. I don't know these camera controls too well. Oops. What is it, like that? Yeah, okay. Yo, tell me that isn't, like, the coolest thing you've ever seen in KSP2. Because for me, this is so cool. Now, what if I go to the other side? That's pretty cool, too. But I think I like this more. Oh, that's so cool, man. I don't have a probe core on the ship, otherwise I could turn that around. Hold on. Dang it, I messed up my auto camera. Alright, I guess I got the chase camera. Man, this is not... What about... I messed up the auto camera. Wait, hold on, we might be fixed. No, I can't turn her. I done messed up. Man, I just wanted to turn this thing. Alright. I think the camera's fixed now. Just getting Val in the right spot here. Let's see. Let's switch over to capture camera. I can't zoom with this one, so that's no good. Hold on. I just don't want to mess with my auto camera. Alright, we'll do body. Yeah, man. I'll get my mouse out of the way here. Yeah, here's your desktop background or something. I don't know. Okay. Well, we've probably had enough fun here. I think it's time to go home, Val. What do you think? She's just keeping her mouth open. Can you give me a smile or something, Val? No? Oh, there we go. All right. Back to auto camera. Dang it. Let's hope one of these things works. Just get back in the ship. Even though we're going to be reverting, I still want to get back in. As if we didn't do this little adventure here. Oh, fine. Come on, get in the door. Pfft. Welcome to Joe Man Tries to Play with Dang Camera Modes. Val, get in the ship. Ah. Round and round we go. Hold on, I think maybe we can get it this time. Ugh. I push the ship. Can't get in the dang thing because I can't get my camera to cooperate. Okay, fine. Well, I wanted to get it in the ship before we revert, but... Well, we got what we came for. We touched Dres Ring. Now it's time to go home. Just pretend that we did everything. I'm not going to wait for a transfer window to go home. I'm just going to make it happen. Like 1,600 meters per second or something. Let's see what this looks like. A little bit more. And then we will have to make at least one correction burn. Alright. Let's go, Val. I'm kind of ready to be done with this mission, but that was so cool. What I would do next is I don't have enough Delta V to land on Dres and then return to Kerbin. What I would do next is build a station in the ring, basically. Maybe that's another later idea. I don't think I have time for that tonight. We can try. Do you guys want me to build a station in the ring? More than just this little thing, you know. I can actually build a pretty decently sized thing out here. It'd require a lot bigger launcher, but I'm not afraid of more boosters. Yeah, let me know. Or maybe we'll just head back to Kerbin and call it a night. I don't know. I just know that was awesome, and it got me really excited. Another reason why Dres is my favorite place in the whole Kerbolar system. A station in the ring would be so cool. Hold on. Gotta focus for a moment. Okay. Station in the ring would be so cool, but I probably won't be able to watch if you do it tonight. Gotta be heading out soon. I understand. I understand. Alright. Let's leave Dres, and then we'll need to make some correction burns to get back to Kerbin. But, yeah, there's our space plane thingy. I thought it was pretty cool. We might lose a few bits like these lights on re-entry, but I do think it'll handle re-entry. So, yeah. On her picture here, you can see the wheel thingy. Just all up in Val's face there. Poor Val. Trying to look at the rings, but she's got a wheel in her face. Once we're out of the sphere of influence here, then we can consider our adjustments here. Kerbin. Wait, hold on. Okay, yeah. For a moment, I thought I'd lined up with Eve's orbit or something. So we need to make a correction either some time ago. Yeah, we'll go to that point. I know it's not the most efficient return, but we'll be fine though. Am I facing the sun, Kerbal? There it is. Not really. We'll be fine. So we're gonna go around here and completely not make contact with Kerbin. What we will do, though, is do a burn right about here. Try and get a collision happening. Don't have a ton of Delta V, but we do have enough. Gotta wait for that to come all the way around. Oh, dang it. I lined up with the space junk. Okay, yeah, we're going to be coming in way hot. We'll see if I have enough Delta V. I might need to redo some of my stuff here. Well, first let's get on the same orbital plane. Yeah, I lined up with the dang debris. That's why I don't leave debris around Kerbal. It does stuff like this to me. Yeah, I think we're going to run out of Delta V. Casimus William, welcome to the stream. About like 10, 20 minutes ago, I was in the Ring of Dres. It was actually amazing. Now we're just working on returning back to Kerbin. Because Val here, she ready to go. Yeah, let's do that again. But maybe this time I can actually line up my orbits. I accidentally lined up with space junk. Let's remember where Kerbin is, ladies and gentlemen. That's the orbit. That's the orbit I need. I wish when you select stuff from that far out, it wouldn't select satellites. Like you can only select satellites once you're like this close, not this far out. All right, let's line up our thingamajig. Okay. We're just going back to Kerbin. Yeah, looks good. All right. Let's do this thing again, but actually get where we want to go. This will leave us with closer to 1,000 meters per second, Delta V. Okay, get lined up here, and then we can time warp a bit more. I ain't waiting. All right. Let's leave Dres. Bye, Dres. You have a really cool ring that I want to explore even more. But Val needs to go home. I left some other guys there, but they're not quite lined up with the ring. Okay. Now we need to leave your sphere of influence, Dres. Bye! That station has no fuel. Bye. Alright. How are we looking? I thought I set Kerbin as the target. Am I just not intersecting close enough? I guess not. It's okay. We won't be close enough to Kerbin on this particular trip anyway. We're gonna go all the way out to here, and then we can line things up a bit better. Alright. Okay, on the same level here. Just until that thing goes to 0. Hopefully we have enough delta V. Kind of important. Yeah, looks like we'll be fine. Okay. That's good. Did I set you as my target, Kerbin? Because I don't have any encounters yet. Kerbin is the target. I guess I'm just a little too far outside the orbit. Let's fix that. I'm zooming out, trust me. Gotta zoom out a lot sometimes. Now we're gonna work on getting the encounter with Kerbin. Okay. Yeah, that's not even close. Alright, now that we've got those two, I know I'm intersecting. Now we've got to go down to the periapsis and make an intersection happen. Got a little bit of delta V left, but it is enough. I'm glad I planned enough. This would have been an awkward mission if Val couldn't come home. I mean, the other guys can't come home either, but Val was planned to come home at least, you know. The guys, they weren't planned to come home. Almost there. Good. Alright, let's line this up and bring Val home. You know, with enough delta V, you could make that encounter work. It'd be kind of ridiculous. Okay. Let's see, I need to turn down my engine. It's a very weak engine, but still, over a long distance, it does stuff. Okay. Pretty dang close. We still have to go around Kerbal one more time. Pretty good periapsis. What's our mission time here? 5 years, huh? That's a lot. Okay. Well, while we're approaching here, my son needs to give me a hug and a kiss before bedtime. Hey, bud. Yeah. I love you. Okay. Good night. Kids are fun. They are great. Yeah, he's about 2.5. So sometimes he's, you know, a bit of a monster, but he's usually a pretty good boy. All right. So I need to line this up. I think I can pretty much just kind of guess at this point. I don't really care where I line up. A runway would be cool, but like, I'm not that dedicated to that idea. Don't worry about the crashing trajectory here. I'll account for that. All right, now we can do that one. I don't know if this will get me to the Kerbal Space Center. It'll get me dang close, though. We don't really have enough fuel to slow ourselves down, so we're gonna have to aero brake just right. All right, let's go find out if this works. Coming in. I did make a quick save back there. Should be fine. Oh, I could have maybe used the mun. I think I'm coming in slow enough that this air brake will work. We'll find out. We'll find out. I'm kind of coming on the dark side, but I guess I do have lights, don't I? Alright, before I hit the atmosphere... Is that another orbiting thing? No, I think it's just something stuck up in the air. I've got a few glitched things like that. Alright, we're gonna pull our solar in. We're gonna turn our lights off. And hope and pray this works. I might need to adjust, but I thought 40 kilometers was enough. Alright. Man, that is some heating right there. We're gonna lose some lights, that's fine. In fact, we're gonna lose, like... Oh, we lost a wing. Okay, that's not fine. This thing is still flyable. In fact... Aero brake! Perhaps this is negative. Ah! It's not quite how I wanted this to go, but we have been aero captured. I'm actually going to find out if I can make this work, because I think I can. If I turn off stability, will it still... Yeah, it still works. I'll save some battery. Well, capture successful. Now we'll go around for another try. If I'm over ocean, I think I can make this work. I mean, I have no control at this point. There's a fair amount of ocean. I might even end up at the KSC. We'll see what happens. No, turn off SAS, silly. Save some battery. Apparently, these are pretty heat resistant. I mean, they got their limits for sure, but yeah, yeah, 3,700 meters per second. It's a lot to be coming in at. I remember one time, I planned poorly, and I had a thing that was just coming by Kerbin at like 5,000 meters per second, like impossible to slow down. I had some fuel in it, but not that much. And so I had to launch a mission, speed up to 5,000 meters per second, grab the thing, and then slow back down. Let's see. So, I mean, just launching to orbit is about 3,000 meters per second. And then, but orbit's only 2,200 or so. And then beyond that, there was the speeding up to it. So I made a vessel that was probably like 10,000 meters per second. And I still didn't bring it back to Kerbin. I just brought it back down to a stable orbit. Then I launched another mission to go grab the thing. Oh, what was that? It was crazy. Well, that's where I wish I was. But... oh, hold on. We're not out of the atmosphere yet. Alright, Val, let's get you down to Kerbin. Alright. If we're over water, this will work. If not, we'll have to try again. There's a lot of land over here. This doesn't look good. We don't have any form of parachute. I've done missions like that too. I had to catch Jeb on his way back from Duna. Yeah, I think you'll end up landing safe. As long as it's over water. I know it's really dark, but I think we got a bunch of land coming up ahead of us. But I'm be honest, I can't see, I can't tell. But if we can, you know, land in water, I think it'll be fine. We might have to ditch this, but Valentina can hop out, and that'll be that. That kind of sounds like that one Martian movie with Matt Damon. Yeah, you gotta match your velocities, you know. I might be wrong about this whole land thing, because I'm only seeing water ahead of me, and I am now suborbital, so we'll come down fine. It would have been cooler if I, you know, came down with one plane all in one piece. What do you guys think? Should I try again, but this time try and make the plane actually land? I mean, I'll prove that this technically works. Val went and visited Dres Ring, you know? And now she's coming back. Gotta pay attention to this ground thing, because I can't see what's below me. I see clouds, I think. Uh-oh. Are those the same numbers? Sea level and ground level? I think I'm above water. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, that looks like water to me. Alright, and then about a kilometer up, Val's gonna hop out here. Slow down, Val! Server speed 47. She should be fine. Over 50, it's kind of iffy. Kind of like landing what we're currently doing. Let's see. Did she survive? Hold on. Yeah, I think she did. Just really dark. Okay. Yeah, this landing works. Alright. Since I've proved that it works, I'm actually going to go back and try again with the plane. I just need a shallower arrow capture. So what are we looking at right now? Tell you what, I'm going to advance ahead until I'm in Kerbin's Sphere of Influence. Oh. Yeah, good enough. A little further in than I wanted, but it's okay. I'm trying to deselect that thing and I can't. Alright, we're going to try shallower, maybe 50 kilometers. And we're going to have to sacrifice some pieces of this plane, I think. We'll see how well this works. Alive Kerbal is a successful mission. Yeah, Valentina successfully returned. I'm just going to see if I can return more than just her. Can I return any of her vessel? $50 kilometers. I mean, I just don't have. I don't have enough. What do you call it? I don't have enough delta V to do any meaningful slowdown. So I'm gonna keep the solar panels out. Actually, they might help a little bit. Turn the lights off. Actually, I got a lot of battery. I'll keep them on. You know, maybe looking cool will help me stay cool. And hopefully these will do some aerodynamic stuff and slow me down. I don't know. In KFC 1, I found that around 44 kilometers is a good height for anything less than 4 kilometers per second. Yeah, depends a little bit, but I feel like 50 kilometers might be too shallow and might not capture me. We're going to find out. Apparently those lights are more fragile than these solar panels. I find that hilarious. Alright, we're getting close to losing a solar panel, I think. We're still going down into the atmosphere. They're doing good work trying to slow me down. I'll retract it once it starts flat. Yep. Retract. I don't know if that'll actually... Okay, well, I'm losing something. If I can just keep wings and landing gear. Okay, we are... How are we doing? We're coming up out of the atmosphere, which means we've lost a wing. Dang it! Can I still fly this thing? Like, I have a wing, and I have 2 wheels, right? Yeah, I got 2 wheels. I have not been aero captured, unfortunately. Yeah, maybe I can flip around and burn a little bit here. I don't know. Doing what I can with this little engine. Oh, turn you up. There we go. Okay, technically that is a successful capture. I think we can do better. So 50 kilometers was just a tad too hot still. I obviously didn't build this thing to re-enter very well. It's more of just like an exploration kind of thing. Let's bring our periapsis up. Let's bring your thrust up too. Up. Well, shoot. Gotta get that aero capture, man. $51 kilometers. We'll see how well that works. Give me the atmosphere. We could also try something using the MUN. We might be able to use it to slow us down. Do like a gravity anti-assist. If that's even a thing. Okay. Here we go. Okay. I'm gonna go a lot more like belly heavy, if that makes sense. A lot less pointed forward, if I can. Really trying to maximize slowing down in the upper atmosphere. Oops. Come on, channel those starship vibes. I think we're gonna get it this time. I don't know why I'm sounding so like stressed. I could just go radial out. What am I doing? Oh, we're on our way out. Shoot! Well, besides those lights, nothing blew up. Captured! Wait, hold on. Not captured. There we go. Successful capture, everybody. And we only lost a couple lights. That's it. I say burn all your fuel before entering atmosphere. I want to save the fuel for minor adjustments, if I can. MUN thing can work. Yeah, it can. You know, if I wanted to make that MUN thing work... If I wanted to make it work... Where might I intersect? Oh, I'm not even close. I'm going to make a save here. Oops. Well, I accidentally went through the atmosphere very quickly. Oh, I'm out of electric because I'm a fool. Let's get some electricity real quick. Awesome. If I can somehow change this so I'm not landing on the dark side of the planet, that'd be great. You know, kind of hard to see. Where's Kerbal Space Center? There it is. I probably won't be captured right here, or deorbited, but I can try. See, I'm going to drop down to 2 times time warp. It's just smoother, you know? Well, yeah, we're starshipping it. We're trying anyway. The space shuttle comes in nose first, but Starship does a belly flop all the way through the atmosphere. Yes. Yeah, space shuttle would be nose first. We're not that. We're not channeling our space shuttle. Yeah, the 4 times warp, I feel like isn't even faster because of how it lags. So I'm not really sure it's worth it. Alright, coming back up. We've passed max Q, you could say. Alright, next pass, I'm sure we will be captured. I think we have enough Delta V to also modify where our landing will be. I think we've got just enough. We're still slowing down pretty good. I think we'll come out of the atmosphere, though. Does that mission... 61 years? This is my total time. This mission is 7 years. But yeah, total time on this game is 61 years. I've been everywhere on this particular game. That shouldn't be a surprise. Long time to go everywhere. I haven't had a successful ascent from Eve yet, though. Still working on that. Okay, so now what we can do... I think we've got enough Delta V to make this happen. I don't want to land on the dark side of the planet. I'm going to raise that up. I think we have enough to actually deorbit on the other side if we so choose. Yeah, we can deorbit anywhere we want. Alright. I'm going to orbit a couple times until KSC is in the sun. Where has Val gotten 7 years of food hidden at? I mean, this was luxury, man. I gave her this whole cockpit. It's a lot of storage containers, I guess. I don't know. Alright, one more orbit around, and then we'll plan our deorbit. Okay. Yeah, I've already proven that I can land her back on the planet. I'm just trying to do it more elegantly now. We might be in the upper atmosphere for a long time here. Well, let's see how well this works. This might take a long time because it's just so shallow. Yeah. Small oops, but it's not too bad of an oops. I think these solar panels are confused. The sun's over there, guys. We are slowing down slightly. Yeah, very slightly. Eve sucks. It really does. I'm not gonna launch it, but I can show you the vehicle I've been working on for 10 Kerbals to even back. I can show you. It's difficult. In the meantime, here we are trying to go through the atmosphere ever so slowly. Maybe I should point inward. Might get us down into the atmosphere just a bit more, baby. Honestly, coming down anywhere between here and KSC. Great. Okay, it's actually working great. I'm actually going to go radial out again. I'm trading speed for altitude by doing this. Which is a pretty fair deal in my case, I think. By going up, and that's actually not get me landing by Kerbin or KSC. Let's go more like that angle. If it can hold there, that'd be great. Yeah, we might be landing in the desert. We'll see. I'm only just now starting to hit any atmosphere, really. Narwhal, gotta head out. Alright, have a good one. Let's see if I can actually land this thing. I mean, LeBlurg can keep me company. Let's see if we land this thing. Alright. So yeah, we'll fall short of KSC. In that case, desert's looking alright. Let's see. Maybe we can do this to try and orient ourselves towards the desert. So yeah, we're not making it quite over there. Well, dang, I'm just gonna end up out in the water at this rate. Maybe I put my solar away. Maybe I can orient myself a little bit here. Back towards the sand. I mean, I would probably survive a water landing, but I can't really be sure of that. Yeah, like, go back the other way. I probably don't have enough altitude to make this work. And this thing doesn't steer terribly well. It just steers terribly. I don't have any fuel left. Well, water landing's still better than nothing. Yeah, I don't think we'll make it out to the desert there. I could try again. I got a quick save. I just gotta do a slightly different approach. It just takes more time. Pull up, conserve some altitude. I'm trying, man. Thing's just pointed down and it doesn't want to come back up. Okay, for real though, like, pull up. Well, the solar panels help at all. Well, they certainly slow me down, but I'm still nose down. Oh, come on. Well, this ain't looking good, guys. Technically, I've gotten more of the plane down than before. I think I was pulling up too hard. One more try. One more try. Maybe it just doesn't have enough fuel in the back or something. I don't know. Alright, let's get that thing raised up. And then get the other thing brought down. Not landing yet. We'll just be on the cusp of landing. Alright, we'll go around a little bit until KSC comes around a little bit. A quick save there. We are prepared for landing. "35 meters per second isn't a lot to slow us down, but it will be enough to get in the atmosphere." Alright, somewhere on the dark side here. Well, no, I think that's what we did before, and that was too early. So probably right about here is when we can slow down. Yeah, that probably works. Some canards would probably be nice on the next design. I agree. I built this thing to only be a little bit atmosphere worthy. Yeah, some little canards somewhere forward, that'd be great. But this thing was more designed to like go into the rings of Dres and not look like just a ball of metal. Needed to look a little bit cool. And I'm way too high. I mean, if I could just land on land at all, I'll probably be fine. Gonna go through this whole slowdown thing again. Kerbal Space Center's just down there. Hi, guys. Coming in a little too high here. Yeah, whenever I see people land at the Kerbal Space Center in YouTube videos, that's something I've just never gotten good at. I can land on the planet. I can even land on a specific continent sometimes. But landing right there? That's hard. I think I'm going to land on the green over here. We'll see. Yeah, that's where I want to be. Not where I'm going to be. Yeah, not a lot. Not a lot of control with these wings. Just marginal. Just a little. Are there any resources we can transfer around? Not really. Alright, we got some land coming up. Let me put my solar panels away so maybe I can actually make it to the land. Last time I overshot. I think this time I'm actually going to hit the land. Cut through the atmosphere a bit better this way. I've been playing the Interstellar mod for KSP1. My planes run off nuclear ramjets. That sounds so cool. I've tried the mod stuff, and I keep having trouble with it. I want to do, like, the real solar system stuff. But, like, I can't even launch a rocket. There's, like, all this build time and all sorts of stuff. Alright, slow down! Okay. Slow down seems to be very effective. Now, there's land below us. Can we land this thing? Save again here. I'll take any land I can find. Alright, coming down. Now let's see if I can pull this thing up enough. I kind of struggled with that last time. These are small wings, so I do need a lot of speed to actually use the wings. Alright, pull up. Pull up. Pull up! Ah! Not pulling up as much as I'd like. This is not good. Ah! If you watch carefully, it exploded before it hit the ground. Like, it just knew. I wonder, There's a couple things I can do with wings. It's not entirely a loss here. For one, I cannot aim entirely at the ground. I can just try and coast like this. Two, our deploy angle's already maxed out. Authority's maxed out. What does deploy do? Oh, gives me more angle. Alright, what else can we do? Oh, will these help at all? Maybe like some arrow brakes in the back. No, not really. Okay. Even my reaction wheel here isn't enough to make this thing tilt back. Ain't got no fuel. This isn't optimal, but like, does upside down do anything? Nope. Not really. Yeah, I mean, I landed this thing once. So, it's gotta be possible, right? Your gear's dragging your nose down too. Yeah, but if I lift the gear up... Well, what if I lift the gear up and then extend the antenna? Will that provide the drag that I need? I'm tilting back ever so slowly. But I'm losing speed. I feel like I need speed. I need speed to utilize my wings better. Alright. Deploy! Ah, man. I just can't get this thing the way I want it. Reaction wheel, do your thing. React. Oh, man. We might have to do something else. Maybe I can shoot for the water. I thought this thing could at least level out. Maybe it's a weight thing, because it worked fine when I had certain weight before. Man, I just can't tilt this thing. Like, for real, I just have no control with this thing. Well, it's part of the engineering challenge. I wonder if I messed it up with lights or something. So yeah, this thing just wants to nose down. Is it just way too heavy in the back? It might be it. Sorry, too heavy in the front. I don't really know any way I can shift weight around. Can I extend just the rear ones? Get a whole bunch of drag in the back here. Hold on, did I lose a... Oh, it moved down for some reason. Okay. Okay, well those are unstable. So we can't use... Oh, reassembled my plane wrong. What's up with that wing? Can I get a water landing? That's the next question. I mean, I can have Val jump out if I need her to. But, you know, it'd be cool if I could get this thing down and not explode. Solar panels. Yeah. Hey, most of it survived. You know what? That's good enough with how much we've tried. Most of my plane survived, so we're going to count that as a win. All right. Yeah, we did it. All right. Well, there you go. Oh, hey, look at that. I've got 85,000 science points. Oop, that's the wrong thing. And I have completed all the research. So I mentioned before that this is like the do everything account. Save and exit. Like I've done everything on here. So real quick before we're done here, I can show you the spreadsheet that I've made. Let me pull it up here. It's not entirely comprehensive. It's not everything in the game. Prepare your eyes. It's going to be bright. You guys ready? Here we go. So here's the sheet. This is all the science that I've tested and collected from all of KSP2. So far, you could gather 181,456 science. Yeah. Let's see. Cappy Rock. Do I just not have Science Junior data from? Apparently, there's more data that I could and should collect from that place. Yeah. But here's why I say Kerbin, or no, here's why I say Dres is the most worth place to visit. Besides having that super cool ring. So I've added up every planet or every body, how much science you get. Kerbin, just shy of 900. The Mun, just shy of 1,000. Minmus, modest 1,300. Work your way out to Duna, that's pretty good, 4,300. Ike's got some stuff, just over 1,000. Basically, just like the Mun. I feel like Ike deserves a little bit more. Jules got some stuff, you know, and then all the moons there. It's great and all. Yo, look at freaking Dres here, 69,000. I think there's at least one place I haven't visited there too. 69,000 science from Dres, if you can get all your stuff there. Let's say you don't have all that, and you can just do, let's say, Science Junior stuff, because you unlock that pretty much immediately. You get all that for Dres, that's still 41,000. I'm in the way here. 41,000 science. Anyway, Dres has a ton of science and the cool ring. Elu's cool, but it's not as good. Dres is the single best place for science. It's low gravity, so there's that. Like, yo, Dres is the best. I don't know why the Ultimate Quarter Pipe has barely any science. That's maybe a bug or something. But everything else, pretty dope. Anyway, so yeah, if like you're curious where to go, just go to Dres, man. It's got the best of all the science. I mean, maybe not like specific ones. Like Elu has better science per location on some places. Moho's like totally not worth visiting. Don't go to Moho. Sucks. Hard to get there and it's not worth going to. Again, Dres is amazing. Anyway, put that away. That's really bright. Yeah. Thanks everyone for watching. Yeah. We set out on a mission. We did the thing. Found out that Dres rings actually have asteroids in them. Amazing. And then we got Val back. Could have designed a slightly better plane, but I landed most of it. So Anakin Skywalker would be proud. Landed most of a ship. Anyway. Again, thanks everyone for watching. Link in the description to my Discord if you want to join what we got going on. This stream was because of a poll that I had in the Discord. People voted on this, and this is what won. So, thanks y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all next Friday. Peace out, bosses. Bye-bye now.